Now, what kind of exercise should you do? Well, recent research in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that combining aerobic conditioning, which is like getting your heart rate going for a sustained period, and strength training, which is building muscle, has the most benefit for diabetes and weight loss. Now, for aerobic exercise, I really encourage you to make it fun. You should ideally do something for 30 minutes a day, and it could be walking. I had a patient the other day who I said, just turn on the music and dance in your house. You don't have to go out to a gym. You should try to get a pedometer or something to track your steps. There's all sorts of fun gadgets and gadgets out there, and I'll recommend some as part of the course, but you should track how you're doing and try to get 10,000 steps a day. Now, more vigorous and sustained exercise is often needed to reverse severe diabetes. So you might have to do more if you're really far along the spectrum of diabetes. I encourage you to run, to bike, to dance. I encourage you to play games or jump on a trampoline. Do whatever is fun for you. You might have to experiment a bit, but sustained aerobic exercise is critical. And you have to get to about 70 to 85% of your maximum heart rate for about 50 to 60 minutes. You should do this 5 to 6 times a week. This is often important for people who are at the far end of the spectrum of diabetes. A little is good, but more is better. So don't be overwhelmed. Just start with 5 minutes a day. You can walk for 5 minutes and work up. All you really need is a pair of sneakers. How can you exercise less and lose more weight? Well, there is a way. It's called interval training. It's making your exercise fast. You made it fun by aerobic exercise, but if you make it using interval training, which is really boosting your metabolism by these wind sprints, by going really fast and really slow, you can actually boost your metabolism. You can burn more calories all day long, and you can lose more weight by exercising less time. In fact, you lose more weight while you sleep, which is what I love. Interval training, which is these shorter sessions with short speed bursts, or what we used to call wind sprints, is a simple way to supercharge your routine. The key is going anaerobic, which means your cells switch from burning calories with oxygen to without oxygen just for a little bit, like 45, 60 seconds, and going above your target heart rate for these short bursts. Now, if you take about 30 minutes of your exercise that you're doing every day, you could do it 3 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week with this burst and interval training. It's going to dramatically supercharge your routine and give you way more benefits in much less time. So an example of an interval training regimen might look like this. You do 5 minutes of warm-up. You do 10 intervals where you bring your heart rate up to the interval zone for 30 seconds, which is about 90% of your target heart rate, which you can calculate on the site, and then back down to your target heart rate zone, maybe at the lower end, 60, 70%, for maybe 90 seconds. And then you finish with a cool down. So it's short, little bursts of speed, a little bit longer, slower, and then another speed burst, and then slower, a little bit, 3-4 minutes, and then do this over again 10 times. You're going to have amazing success. You'll be able to find lots more about this as part of the exercise program that are included in the course, and I encourage you to go to that part of the site and check it out.